Hey Card King fam, Kenji back for some more drafting of the Vintage Cube variety. We got to explore a little bit of the updated Vintage Cube last week. Let's go ahead and do it again here. Remember, it has a bunch of the new updated cards, some replacements. I don't know exactly the card swaps, but you'll find a bunch of like the modern Horizons cards. You'll find some more land strategies and some updated cards in general. Anyway, what do we have in the pack? We've got an Emrakul, pretty fun, Fastbond, Bloodstained Mire, Yawgmoth's Will, and a High Tide. Could try to go Storm, take the Yawgmoth's Will here, and wheel the High Tide could be pretty fun. Could also try to do some Emrakul nonsense, plenty of good ways to draft around an Emrakul or any of the Eldrazi if you first pick them. Yeah, let's do something flashy. Let's take the Emrakul here and see if we can get like Channel or what do you call it? Sneak Attack, that type of thing. As we get past, I mean, I guess the card in this pack that goes best with the Emrakul is probably just the Rafellos. Oh, this Goblin Bombardment, a new addition. Oh yeah, a lot of the cards from Kamigawa will also be seen here. Actually, you know what? Shallow Grave is another fantastic one with Emrakul because unlike the cards that never go to the graveyard, they just simply get put into your library. All of the Eldrazi, the original Eldrazi, it's a trigger, so you can Shallow Grave from the graveyard if you want to. But I think I'm going to lean towards Rafellos here and maybe do some fun green ramp style deck. As we then get past, okay, yeah, Fyndhorn Elves here, pretty good. Fauna Shaman could be interesting. Faithless Looting, great for Emrakul decks if you're going to do that kind of combo. But yeah, let's just maybe look to build a fun little green ramp deck here as we have a pretty nice start to it, it feels like. Worldly Tutor now, huh? Search your library for a creature, put it on top. Yeah, I kind of like taking that one. Either that or Basalt Monolith. I would guess that Worldly Tutor tends to wheel, but maybe it's still the choice here. I mean, Vintage Cube, it has always been about drafting what you want to draft. You can read signals and whatnot, but you're always going to end up with plenty of playables. So if you want to just jump in and do something like this, I think that's more than viable. But yeah, I'll go with the Basalt Monolith here. I think the Tutor has a decent chance of wheeling, and if it doesn't, it's not like a huge problem. Pretty nice pick number 5 as we get Gaia's Cradle, Gilded Lotus, Green Sun Zenith, and a few even green lands here. Garden, Bayou, Dreamroot Cascade. Gonna be pretty hard to pass the Cradle though. If you build a good Cradle deck, well, this card is definitely busted. And a nice little Birds of Paradise now. Yeah, this is going well. I believe left Tooth and Nail out of the cube. It used to be in here, but I think they've cut it and haven't brought it back in. So don't think that's going to be something that we're able to do. But a Taiga, hey, that's a good one, surprisingly. Smuggler's Copter also pretty good. Allows all of your mana dorks to turn into relevant crewers, but Taiga means we can pick up like a Sneak Attack or a Through the Breach and end up splashing that if we want to. Birthing Pod versus Dismember. I always want Birthing Pod to be really, really good, and it's just generally not good enough, even though the card is obviously absurdly powerful. Let's just take the Dismember here. Solid removal spell that any deck can play. But yeah, this is a pretty good first pack. None of the like uber broken cards, that is to say any of the power or power adjacent cards, but yeah, I mean, we have like Rafellos and whatnot, so good green start. All right, on our wheel pack, we got back Savannah. Somebody took the Yawgmoth's Will, probably hoping to get the High Tide back, which we're going to just keep passing along. Getting all these green duels is really nice, because even if we don't end up splashing anything, we have Rafellos. And so if we pick up a random like white fetch or a red fetch or whatever, we'll still have utility for those cards. Tireless Tracker on the wheel. Nice, nice. I mean, I suppose I could take the Shallow Grave here for Emrakul if I wanted to, but it feels like just taking the tracker is probably better. Fauna Shaman versus Hydroid Krasis. I mean, Halana and Elena to give Emrakul haste is kind of funny. I've never tried the Halana and Elena in Vintage Cube. I'm sure it's probably fine. Why not? Let's give it a shot. I mean, where do you have the Taiga? Nah. Krasis, what am I talking about? If we're going to have a ton of mana, let's just dump it into a card that can draw us a bunch of cards. Archon of Valor's Reach is a surprisingly good one as well. I haven't played with it, but when I did the cube last week for the last Card Kingdom video, I remember seeing this one and just, yeah, being impressed with it. Does a lot. Players can't cast spells of the chosen type. Enchantment, artifact, instant, sorcery, or planeswalker. Nice Wheel of the Cascade there. Not a forest for Raphaelos, but it does fix for Krasis. Choose artifact, enchantment, instant, sorcery, or planeswalker. Players can't cast spells of the chosen type. So, like, right now, us naming sorceries for Archon of Valor's Reach is just nothing but upside, right? Seems pretty good. Did not wheel the Fast Bond out of our OG pack. Port is probably a good play as well. Since we're going to have so much mana, we can tax the opponents. We're looking for, like, Channel would be busted. Obviously, any of the power would be good. Even Time Twister is really nice in the green decks just because you often, you know, dump out your hand of mana accelerants pretty quickly, and then a draw 7 is going to usually be beneficial, more beneficial for you than the opponents. Hey, and we did open the Channel. Guess we just have to ask for it. What are we passing? A lot of good ones here, but Channel's the slam dunk. Plow Under. I guess Plow Under is our second best choice. Maybe Bribery instead as well. Oh, you know what? Somebody took the... What was it? There was a green card that I wanted to wheel. What was it? Oh, it was a Worldly Tutor. Yeah, somebody took the Worldly Tutor, which would have been good. But, no. Channel's just a very easy pickup here. As we get past a Wasteland would be nice. Portal's good. Some more green creatures, blue creatures, all fine. I think I like taking the Portal here. It's another nice one to ramp into for the green deck, right? You can play this as early as like turn 2 or 3. And then start drawing some extra cards, which is oftentimes the issue with the green decks. They run out of resources. I expect to wheel Toski and Terastodon. Don't expect the Wasteland to wheel. I think if this was Strip Mine, I would take it over Wasteland. But we'll take the Portal over the Waste. Wow, another fantastic pack here. Time Spiral, Sphinx, Jite, Ashiok, Gargaroth, Monolith, Oracle, Wheel of Fortune, Grizzlebrand. Whoo-wee. I mean, safe pick is just Oracle. But man, do I want to take Time Spiral. Time Spiral with all of our fast mana and whatnot. Grim Monolith is always just busted too. Oh, baby, I don't know what the choice is here. This is so busted. I mean, I'll just go with the safe pick, which is the Oracle, but in my heart, I want to take Spiral. All right, there's another good Channel hit. Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. This one doesn't have that shuffle ability, but it only costs 10. Only 10. Which means you can feasibly hard cast it off of like normal sources outside of Channel. Seems good. Oh, they put a Gilded Drake in this. I didn't realize this is a new addition. Exchange control up to one target. You know, such a silly card. Let's just take the Simic Signet here. Signets are really good with Channel, right? You can Channel on turn 2, and then you only have colorless. But then you, with things like Signets, you can filter colorless into colors. So, easy choice there for me. This is looking pretty good so far. Augur of Autumn as a secondary mana accelerant that can also randomly cast some creatures. Versus Slime, not so necessary. I think we've seen the majority of the twin pieces go around. Maybe not Kiki, but we saw like the Fable of the Mirror Breaker from the new set. Splinter Twin, I think we saw Deceiver Exarch. Let's go ahead and go with the Grr here. Ah, girl. Right now the Taiga doesn't do anything. Need to get some more fixing, and maybe a couple of fetches would be good. Whisper, oh, Utopia Sprawl too. Jin Gataxius is super funny as well. Another fun one from the new set. Winter Orb, also pretty nice in a green deck like this, but I think I'd prefer the Sprawl here. Both are good though. Niv Mizzet Reborn. There's a Golgari Signet. What does that do for us? We don't have any black cards. Well, not really any black cards right now, but again, it's another good card to go along with the channel, so I think it's the card I want to take. Wield the Plow Under. Fantastic. Passing Worm Coil. Balance kind of scary, but we can't play that, obviously. Wield the Toski. Let's take that over the farmland. Easy. All right, this is going pretty well. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. All right, well, I might have a use for that Taiga after all. We can be basically mono green, splashing like a few random cards. Could be fun. Primus on the wheel as well. Don't think we're going to be playing that, although I guess if we pick up like Natural Order, this will be worth it, assuming we don't find like Craterhoof or something. What am I missing right now? I guess I could use some more early mana dorks. And I wouldn't mind picking up like, what's it, like a Hornet Queen or Avenger of Zendikar or whatever, since we have the Cradle to go well with it. We might not end up running the Rishadan Port at the end of the day. I guess Archon, we've picked up a sorcery or two as we open a dang Ancestral Recall. Yeah, well, I guess we're splashing a little bit more blue after all. There's a Sneak Attack and a Mox Diamond too. Sakura Tribal, they're fantastic. Sneak Attack would be pretty good here as well, just with the Emrakul and the Ulamog, but the Ulamog is already castable in a variety of ways, whether just off of like Cradle or Channel or whatever. So kind of hard to pass power. Womp womp. Even though it's not the power we want. Mox Emerald or Black Lotus probably slightly better than Recall. Although this is certainly better than any off-color Mox. Ooh, yeah, Boseiju is a really good one from the new set, but what do we have here? Waterlogged Grove is good. Courser's good. Garrick's good. Garrick's really good with Cradle. I don't really have that many early mana. In fact, wow, I only have Elf, Birds, and Raphaelos, which were all in pack 1, so haven't really seen any more mana dorks since the beginning. Well, I already have Augur and Oracle, so we probably don't need to take Courser, and the Fast Bond was in pack 1, so that's already gone, so let's just take the Garrick. As we get a Rexage, Karn. The Circle of Dreams Druid is okay. There's a Copperline Gorge. Volcanic is double off-color fixing. Metamorph is decent. Let's take the Karn here. It's another really good one to ramp out to, and it's a good channel play if I don't have any colored mana, right? If I just go turn 2 channel, I can just Ulamog. What is this one? Pest Infestation. Store up to X target artifacts and or enchantments. Create twice X 1/1 black and green pen. Huh, that's pretty good. Actually, that card seems like a really nice one to pick up here. Okay. This must be a new include as well. As we get a Scavenging Ooze and a Knight of the Reliquary. I guess Knight of the Reliquary goes and finds Gaia's Cradle. That's decent. But I don't know if I'm even planning on splashing the Archon anymore. as I've picked up a number of... Yeah, I don't even think I'm splashing white anymore. It might just be blue and maybe a touch of red, so I'll take Skoos for the sideboard versus like the graveyard-based decks. Ugin now. I don't think we need Ugin. I think Revoker might be a little bit better. There are plenty of hits for Revoker, although I might just leave it in the board. Wow, that's a nut. That's a nutty one right there. We needed that Tropical Island for sure. Because I'm actually missing like some fetches or whatnot, so my fixing's kind of bad. Yeah, that's great. I mean, Passing Endurance, whatever, but Tropical Island was an absurd wheel. Gee, or not, it's not even a wheel. I don't even know what that was. Pick 7. Ramanap Excavator. It would have been good with the what's his face, Knight of the Reliquary, but this looks like an easy Gruul Signet here for us. A little bit more fixing, and it's another green Signet with the Wheel of the Sneak Attack. Okay, interesting. We might end up running that one too. And Courser Wield. All right. Why not? I don't like Blightsteel Colossus with channel, and I don't have a way to reliably go find the channel, so. Nice Copperline Gorge pickup here too. Damn. Don't think we'll be running the Uro, but Rabblemaster is a really good sideboard card. So I think we're cutting the Toski. I might be cutting the Basalt Monolith, since we have all the better signets anyways. And I could probably run 16 land if I wanted to. Although I'm guessing... Yeah, well, No, 16 land should be reasonable enough here. Now that I look at it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that... 7 cards even that ramp us off of just 2 lands. So I think that's fine. I wonder if this Pest Infestation is a main deck card, though. Maybe it's not. Seems like it is. Although I guess if we don't have... I didn't get Craterhoof or whatever, so... Maybe that is fine to leave in the board. And maybe I just run the Basalt Monolith. Or maybe I leave the Toski in or something. Or I could run Rashadan Port as the 17th land. That's also not terrible. Yeah, that actually doesn't seem terrible to me to run Port as the 17th land. Actually, Memory Jar could also be a reasonable play here since we picked up Sneak Attack. Because we can kind of combo that out. Oh, I kind of like that now. So now I'm going to need to cut 2 cards, perhaps. So maybe I can leave the Monolith out. And you know what? Maybe Augur's not good here. I don't really ever get Coven, it feels like. And I have Oracle and Courser, which I feel like are just better anyways, right? Maybe Augur is like on par with Courser. But again, I don't see us hitting Coven, and we don't actually have that many creatures in the deck. Alright, let's do it like that. And then I'll just run the Port as land number 17. Do I have a way to find any basics? I do not. Okay. So let's see. I mean, we don't really need much red or green, right? Sorry, red or blue. We definitely need green. This wants me to go 8, 1, 1. And we have Gruul Signet, which adds red, Simic Signet, which adds blue, and then Golgari, which is basically just green for us. I mean, we have the same number of red as blue cards. But I guess we would normally want red a little bit more for like activation abilities and stuff. So we'll just add 2 mountains. And this still gives us access to what? 10 forests for Raphaelos? That looks good. This might be a little bit land heavy. I wouldn't argue that, but I think this is a pretty fun looking list. Missing out on, I mean, I wish these signets were creatures instead, mana dorks instead, and I wish I had Behemoth, but I think this is a pretty good one. Let's give this a shot, see how we do. And here we are for round 1 of this vintage cube with our green splashing red blue rampish deck. Alright, we'll keep this hand on the play. It's not very fast, but then again, our deck is missing a lot of those mana dorks that you would want for super acceleration. Give it a shot. Oh, well, that's not a good sign. Opponent with turn 1 Soul Ring. That's a little bit more unfair than my Gruul Signet, I would say. Oh, boy. Okay, well, you know what's coming in from the sideboard immediately? This Pest Infestation. We do have a fine turn here of going Tracker into make a clue, but I mean, they kept a 1-lander, but they have 6 mana. Revoker, sure. This can turn off mana abilities, so maybe they're going to turn off my Signet, I guess. Or they could actually, you can't name clue tokens is the funny thing, because clue tokens aren't cards, to note. Well, I guess we're going to, I mean, if that's their best play, I'm happy just to sit back. I don't need to rush for my Wheel of Fortune or Memory Jar or anything like that. Well, there's their double blue now. I expect to see some spells of some variety. It'd be funny if this is like that Skydiver and they steal my Signet, but they can't use it. Oh! Okay, they get to Bribery Emrakul. So I'm going to need to draw like Channel here, and then Channel Karn, and eat the Emrakul. My gosh, really? Alright. Well, let's see. What else can I Wheel of Fortune into? I guess I could Wheel of Fortune into Channel Ulamog? Is that our best bet here? Gosh, stupid damn bribery. Yeah, it probably is. So I guess we need to play out a land first. Yeah, let's play out the land. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, we found the channel, but we found nothing to do. Wait, I can channel and then draw a card. And if I hit Ulamog, we're okay. What did they discard? Duress, Tutor, Dig Through Time, Mind Twist, Shriekmaw. Okay. So yeah, channel. Pop the clue token off of channel, assuming they didn't draw a counter. In a daze! Okay. Alright, and now we lose. Good beats. They attack, I would have to sacrifice 6 permanents, and that would be good enough for sure. Huh. Well, that wasn't very nice. Stupid, sexy bribery. Alright, Revoker also comes in, because that can turn off their mana rocks. So bring in Revoker, bring in Pest Infestation. Looks like Dismember is not necessary versus them. Maybe I can shave a land. Maybe I don't need 2 mountains. I mean, I don't think I can cut my top end cards just because they have bribery. As much as it sucks, like it just makes our channel and our sneak attack unplayable as well then. How are we looking here? We'll keep this one. It's fine. can start porting them. Hopefully they don't have an early Soul Ring and whatnot again. Alright, we saw duress from them last time, so they just get to take my Signet. Let's go ahead and play port, attack for 1, and then hopefully we can find some more action while we're keeping them off of mana. So let's go Taiga. Let's name Soul Ring here, even though they clearly don't have it in their hand right now. And then we will port their Tar Pit. And this would be a good time to draw like Wheel of Fortune. Selesnya Signature. Well, we're all mana, all ramp and no pamp, as I like to say. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 mana. Gotta find a payoff card. Revoker. Reverse Revoker. Don't matter to me. Alright, Signet's off. Bleh. Guess we're naming blue here. And I don't think we want to attack. They still don't have double blue right now, thankfully. Mind Twist my last card away? Sure. A little bit less good when I've already dumped out my hand. Alright, deck. Come on. I mean, how close am I to hard casting my Ulamog? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, this doesn't add mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, they clearly don't have Bribery in their hand. I mean, the reason I'm playing out my lands is because we have that Wheel of Fortune and we have Memory Jar, so. Even though it lets them know I don't have anything. Definitely makes sense. Okay, that is a fantastic hit, obviously. 7, 8. We know they have a Daze in their deck, so I guess I probably just do this for 6. Alright, I'm not going to play out the Courser. I'm just going to keep using my port here. Because I wouldn't be able to play a land off the top with it anyways this turn. Ooh, the Grave Daddy. Nice. Alright, let's cast Courser. Tracker on top. That's not bad. Let's play Garrick, make a Beast. And yeah, swing in for 6. Seems like both players drew kind of anemic. Had anemic draws, we should say. Oh, and there's an Ugin! And they can go minus... Oh, no. Brutality. Alright, well, we are drawing Tracker. Get a clue. Pop the clue. Okay. Maybe there's a chance. So they're going to Ugin shoot my tracker. I'm going to Revoker block their Grave Titan. Taking minimum 6. They could activate their Tar Pit, hit me for 9. But I have the out of like drawing Sneak Attack and Emrakul, I guess. Alright, cycle. They're clearing. Yeah, we just needed to draw a little bit of action a little bit sooner. Like that Krasis or Turner a couple turns sooner would have been nuts. Yep, there goes the tracker. Activate, yep. Actually, they had me dead if they had a removal spell for the Revoker, didn't they? Definitely need to block. 6 life could be 6 mana if I draw Channel. Oh, they can Revoker the Memory Jar now. No. Well, that should do her. All right, GG's. Now let's take a peek. If they hadn't Revokered Memory Jar there, what would we have drawn? We would have found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, wouldn't have hit. Would have hit a lot of junk. All right, go to next. Here's round 2 of this Vintage Cube draft after we got thoroughly demolished in round 1. This is looking like a pretty good opening hand, though, and I'm on the play, so turn 1 Bird, turn 2 Ancestral plus Signet, or Ancestral and then go from there, I should say. Looking like a decent one. Don't kill the bird, that's all I ask. Because, of course, of the 3 Signets in my deck, I've drawn both of my non-blue ones. Don't you dare do it! Okay, well, they didn't kill the bird, but I guess they take my recall. Sadness. Hey, we did draw the blue Signet. Alright, we'll just run out both Signets that they know about. That sucks, though. Without that Ancestral, we're feeling pretty bleh. Esper Sentinel now. I will, in fact, pay the 1. I mean, my entire game plan is just Karn and hope. Lily, kill the bird. That kills 2 mana in essence. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. I do let them draw a card here, but Plow Under's pretty strong. Yeah. Not loving this. There's 6 mana. Vindicate my Dreamroot Cascade. Love it. Aggressive, but love it. Oh no! Oh god. Well, let's draw Sneak Attack then, huh? Oh, they get to ultimate their Lily next turn, too. They might just hit me for like 5, pump up the figure. Sure. Yikes. Alright, we need to name red here. And that way, if I draw Sneak Attack, I can play it and immediately activate. So that's my 1 out right now, Sneak Attack. It's Sneak Attack or bust. That ain't it. All right, good beats. Oh man, we are getting thoroughly savage. That Thoughtseize was just the most brutal thing I've ever seen in my life. So they're like on black, white, wouldn't call it stacks, but like death and taxes, that's what it is. Black, white, death and taxes. Let's see, Revoker can hit their Lily, it can hit their Figure of Destiny. I don't think Plow Under is necessarily what we want versus them. Alright, good beats. Seems like even if they didn't have that Thoughtseize, my recall wasn't drawing me much. As we go into game 2 here, and yikes. We have all of our colors, but I don't think I can keep a hand like that. We'll go down to 6. Oh, that's looking a little bit better. I guess I'm going to pitch the Courser here. Keep the Oracle in the tracker. And turn 1 figure. I think I'm going to go with Tireless Tracker first. Oh, I lied. We'll see what they take. Whatever they don't take is what I'm going to have to play. Oh, that's not bad. But this still is the better play, of course. Hopefully they don't kill the Oracle this turn. No, I said not to kill the Oracle this turn. We play Tracker, we play Finhorned, we don't have a land to play. We hope they don't have any more removal. No blocks here, otherwise they trade with the Tracker, which we can't have. Sure. Come on, give me something good. Oh my gosh. So a land there would have been really good because I get to attack Gideon with the Tracker. They have to block with the token. Oh, lordy. These draws are troll. Extremely troll. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Couldn't cast that anyways. If they kill Tireless Tracker here, it's basically as good as a scoop. No blocks. Yeah, take 4. Surprised they didn't attack with Gideon, actually. Tangle Wire, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Yep. Alright, are we dead? Not quite, but it's close. I can't actually attack Gideon, otherwise they chump with their token and then just kill me. I feel like our deck is better than the showing that it's giving. I'm not dead on board. I'm at 1 on board, right? I have to block Gideon. They can hit me for 8. I go to 1, and then we just die anyways. Oh, they emblemed. Oh, same difference, right? Trade. Pump, go to 1. Don't matter. I feel like they should have just kept Gideon around, though. But, I mean, again, doesn't matter here. Way too far behind. And we drew the Lovely Birds. I'm not dead on board, but I don't think there's anything that I can draw. I'm assuming there's nothing I can draw here. Because Memory Jar, I guess Wheel of Fortune into... No, I mean, that's... I'm grasping at not even straws. This is 6 mana, so they can't pump that yet. Good beats. Time to top deck Wheel of Fortune. And then laugh and cry and die. It's a good game plan. Well, that's not a Wheel of Fortune. All right, you know what? We're 0-2, but I guarantee we're going to play the last round and hopefully win. Okay, round 3 of this Vintage Cube. We have a decent deck, I'm pretty sure, but the last 2 matches have not really showcased that, I think. We're on the play here with a potential turn 3 Plow Under if everything goes correctly. So, by golly gee whiz, I think we have a chance. I think we're going to lead awkwardly on Copperline Gorge because I can still cast Raphaelos on turn 2 and still cast Plow Under on turn 3. And this will eventually enter tapped if I play it later, so... Right? I guess I can play it on turn... I can play that one on turn 3, never mind. Ooh, red rocks me. I am expecting this Raphaelos to not live very long. Womp womp. Good old Bolt the Raphaelos. Red-white. Ooh, with a clamp. Alright, well, Courser of Crufix is also pretty fantastic versus a red-white, presumably aggro deck. Nice little land hit on the top there. Let's play out the Garrick. And I'm okay making a 3-3 with Garrick, who might immediately die, but we don't really need the excess lands right now, so I think this is okay. Yep, no surprise there. Lightning Helix to finish off Garrick. As far as I'm concerned, though, that's worth it, right? 8 a removal spell and made a 3-3. Because they have a Geist of Saint Traft, which they're, I guess, are going to equip. Sure. Another land on top. Well, don't want to see the one underneath that, but what are you going to do? Do we want to trade here? I don't think we do. I think we're just going to plow both their... Well, no. Let's plow their blue and their white source. Set them back a couple turns. Oh, they have a Daze! Sure. I guess that kind of ate one of their lands, but it did not deny them a new card off the top. Karn is our next draw. Sure. I'm pretty happy with that. Sadly, I do not have anything to sneak in right now. And if I ever do draw something to sneak in, they're going to know about it from the Courser. Can you beat a Karn? I think with Karn, we're going to uptick on their hand, assuming it resolves. Just to get it out of initial burn range. Although it doesn't look like they're the aggro deck I might have thought. But if they have Skull Clamp, they probably have a decent number of creatures for aggression. But maybe there's just like Jeskai control. I don't know. What do they have? Options, options, options. They have gone with a stomp on my elf. When they've already used... oh, that's a nice one. They've already used daze, so something like a miscalc was already going to counter my creature anyways. Or counter my Karn anyways. Yeah, we're just going to eat their hand. Ate a cryptic command. Okay, yeah. So clearly they're just missing mana. Alright, we won a game! Woohoo! Can we do it again? Rabble Master is usually pretty good versus their style of deck. Ooh, Toski's also really good. I mean, they do have a couple pieces of burn that we saw, but it's sometimes, you know, Rabble Master just goes unchecked for even 2 turns, and that's just game over. So I think it could be worth bringing in over, say, Dismember. Or I guess we bring in Toski over Dismember. And I guess cutting a land on the draw again seems fine. Let's do that. I'm assuming they're more Jeskai control, but the Skull Clamp kind of had me thrown off. Yeah, we're going to keep this on the draw. Needs to find a blue source and hopes that none of our creatures die here, but... Can't mulligan this hand in fear that our Fyndhorn Elf is immediately going to get burned, you know? Oh, actually, now we kind of want them to use their burn spell in the Fyndhorn Elf. Because Raphelos would be a better one to survive, most certainly. Looks like they just have a Jace. Yeah. Let's Raphelos and pass. Come on, no removal one time. No removal one time. So if we don't draw land, we have 5 mana next turn. The question is Toski a better play? Or would Portal be a better play? I guess it depends if I get to attack with the Fyndhorn Elf. Like, Toski and attack with Fyndhorn Elf might be a better line if they don't do anything that can stop a creature attacking. Discarded a Vendilion Click. Time Walk. Okay, now they're cheating. They did miss a land drop though, but if we let Jace flip, they get to flashback Time Walk. Ugh. And they did find a white source, so now Lightning Helix is on the table of things they could have. Okay, well that's not a Helix. Ah, there's the bolt. Oh, crap. We didn't find the land, huh? Well, that's really bad. I guess we just play the Birds of Paradise and pass. I mean, Jace flashing back Time Walk from their graveyard isn't super relevant if they're not doing anything else. But it's still obviously not what we want to see. A Smuggler's Copter 2, huh? Okay. I guess we do want to bring that Dismember back in if we do go to a game 3, because I don't know. I mean, again, they did have Clamp game 1, so pretty likely that they're running a decent number of creatures, but Coalition Relic. Looks like that, what's it called? Pest Infestation would not be a terrible choice as well. They've certainly done quite a bit more than I have this game. Yep, here comes the flashback. Sure. And they get to redraw with the Fiery Islet as well if they don't have anything to do in their hand right now. What you got? One card in hand. Palace Jailer. Ah, they get to eat my bird. Well, that's very bad. Come on, deck. Oh, that's close to good, but not quite. I would get to like play Portal plus Tracker or Portal plus Toski. I mean, I guess I have to. I'm going to fall too far behind if I don't. But it ain't the best play ever. I guess we'd rather play out the Tracker. Man. Weak sauce. And they drew a stomp at the end of their turn, damn it. Wow, they didn't stomp my Findhorn Elf. That's crazy. What? How did they not stomp my elf there at end of turn? That's nuts. I mean, again, another scenario where it probably doesn't matter, but... Feels like they don't... Maybe they're forgetting about their fiery. Because I feel like they should have definitely been drawing a card with that, even though they're already drawing extra cards. Carnage! Join me in blowing up the board. You can never get the opponent to wrath the board unless they want to do that as well. So baseline is just always draw a card. Oh! All right. We'll go to the next game. Draw the Emrakul after channeling last turn is pretty funny. What did I say? Bring in the Pest Infestation in, and I guess Revoker in, and I guess the Dismember in, huh? Man, these games are kind of sad. Rabble Master back out. Actually, the Toski didn't even look that good versus them. I'll cut the jar too. All right, deck, let's go. It is not very often that I 0-3. It's not very often that I 1-2, but here we are. Game 3. Okay. Game 3 of the third round. We are 0-2 in matches. You know, maybe we can just draw one of our Eldrazi next turn and finally get like a turn 2 win. How nice would that be? We have had Raphelos on turn 2, I think almost every game, if not every game this match. But again, I'm not expecting that to live very long. Oh, it did! Except, how do I punish? I guess we fire off the channel here. Yeah, we can go channel into Signet, Courser, Plow Under. Alright, let's do it. Could even hit another land here on top. Did not. But that's a pretty good turn 3, I'd say. And they didn't kill Raphelos last turn, so if we draw a land underneath Karn, we do get to play the Karn. Skull Clamp. I like it. All right, land underneath. Let's go! Yes, and they scooped. They knew Karn was coming down. We did it. We salvaged. We got to do a fun thing once. We might have got wrecked in the first 2 matches, but at least we did something in the final. Did we ever? We didn't even get to Emrakul. Whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I had a good time. That was a fun one. I don't think our deck was extremely busted or anything, but I don't think a 1 and 2 was a good showing for it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out all my other content here on the Card Kingdom YouTube channel. And yeah, Kamigawa is now fully released in paper, so check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card related needs. We'll see you back next week. Take it easy.